How y'all doing?
Good, how are you, Carl?
Good.
So, Coach Malloy, working with him, what was that like so far?
It's been wonderful. He's been teaching us a lot of new stuff, new techniques, just a real, people's person, family's person. He's a great coach so far. So
It seems like he's pretty hands-on, like diving on the pads and dummies. Is that kind of fun to see you guys kind of feed off of that?
it's definitely fun just watching him, actually do the drills with us, actually doing the movements with us, like he's part of our group. I mean, which he is, but he's actually, looking like he could go out and put some pads on too. So.
Early perspective, it looks like you guys are keeping the aggression up on the front line. What can you say about what you guys are doing right now, especially with the addition of the Murphys?
Shoot, all in all, we just, we've been trying to, stay aggressive and attacking. Bringing in the Murphys, of course, that's what they can do best. Just being real aggressive. I mean, the whole front just been aggressive all spring practice, so that's just been great to watch. Us just flying around, everything like that.
Are you liking what Coach Bill McGovern is bringing?
Coach McGovern, he's awesome, amazing. When we out on the field, doing walkthroughs, he's just explaining everything to us, letting us understand the whole defense instead of just throwing it at us, walking through different parts and everything. So he's just amazing so far.
And it looks like just defensively, you guys, mixing and matching, lining up different areas on the line, that sort of thing. Is there a specific spot you feel maybe more comfortable?
So far, just wherever they, want to put me at. I've been always a guy to just, do whatever the coaches say. So that's basically what we all do. Whatever coach tell us to move a spot, we just go do it and do it 110%.
With a lot of new coaches coming to join the staff, what's the terminology change been like? I know you played the Bruin spot the past 2 years. Is that still a thing, or is that kind of changing a little bit?
Same defense, nothing new crazy. We just still doing the same thing. Different terminologies, different little phrases that our coaches use. That's pretty much it.
How do you feel like the defense has improved from your first day of spring camp to now, which is day 8, 9-ish?
Shoot, each day we learn something new. Each day everybody gets better. We definitely improved from the first practice to now. Every day, I see it. I mean, and even the coaches see it. We just, getting better as a group and as a collective. So there's not much we could really do, but wait for the next day and see how we do.
How important is it during those team sessions towards the end of practice, in like the middle of spring camp, season's still a while away and everything, to kind of get the sideline fired up and everyone on the field fired up, force a false start like you guys did there, just kind of being energetic with that?
I mean, it's definitely important because fall camp, we probably not going to be able to do that like as much. So, right now we just bringing everybody together, showing how we would be and how we would act during game. So during the game, that's how we're going to be. We're going to be fired up, cheering on our defense, all in the moment. Everybody's tuned in. There's nothing more you can ask for.
Why can't you do that during fall?
During fall, I mean, we don't do live. Nothing's really live. Shoot, we do that still when we go against our scout team, but not fun if we going against the ones against one. So
What's it like just to have that good on good whenever you get a chance to kind of feed those competitive juices, whether it's now in spring, when you're lucky in the fall?
The good on good is just, you don't get those often. For us D-line, we got to stay away from the quarterback, but given the best look at their O-line and our best D-line, just going at it, that's just, and then for our back end too, going against their ones, our D-ones is going against theirs. It's just, really combative. That's when we get the best work. Everybody's working on technique and just tuning in on our plays.
You came here as a defensive back. You've slowly crept your way forward closer to the line of scrimmage. When you look at you, you do not look like a defensive lineman. What's that like, being in this group that maybe you probably wouldn't have fit in previously?
I mean, honestly, like I said before, when they moved me my freshman year, I was just, open to doing whatever the team wanted me to do. So, I mean, my role here this year is just the same thing. So I'm just, give it our all. We all going to give it our all. Definitely different, but, I've been learning, tuning in on my techniques also. Coach Malloy's been great, just teach me everything that would fit in my, toolbox. So just tuning in on my toolbox while everybody else is working on theirs. That's it. Yeah.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl.
Yes, sir.
So how you liking UCLA so far?
I love it. Honestly, this is home for me, so I'm just enjoying every day, working as hard as I can.
We're seeing you quite a bit with the defense, with the ones. Where were you expecting to participate this much when you came in?
Yes, sir. That was the standard I set for myself, and I worked to put myself in that position. And now I'm just trying to make sure I can learn as much as I can every day, and just grow to having a bigger role on this team and this defense.
There's a new defensive coordinator, but you weren't here last year. How is it just coming in and learning the new terminology with him, and then working with your brothers on the defense?
I'm really enjoying it, and I'm learning something new every single day, and all of the defensive coaches here are like very detail specific, so it's like it really helps me. They're like they take their time, and they pull me to the side, or we'll watch extra film and just get in everything we need to do.
Is there one particular player that maybe you kind of been in the ear of a little bit more, trying to pick things up as quickly as you can?
I talk to in the secondary. I talk to Blay and Church. Those guys, they've been here, and they're very familiar with this defense. So they've helped me a lot since I've been here. Just little terminologies and things like that.
When you go into the transfer portal, what were you looking for to lead you to here?
What do you mean when you ask me that?
Like when you go to the transfer portal, what were you looking for in a school and a destination, and why did you pick UCLA?
I was looking for somewhere that was home, somewhere I could go to grow as a man and as a player. Those were like the two things that were key to me. So everybody that was recruiting me and everybody I was talking to, all of my questions to them were like surrounding those goals of mine. So I chose UCLA for those reasons. I felt like it helped me grow as a player and as a man. And just in the 2.5, 3 weeks I've been here, I've already took steps forward.
Jalen Davies, the other transfer DB coming in, obviously you're a lot older, but you're both coming in at the same time. What's that relationship like, whether on the field or off the field?
I like him. I like him a lot, man. I got love for him already, and I know I'm gonna be able to teach him a lot, and I learn from him as well. I don't know everything, but he's a young guy, and he definitely listens. Like, if I be like, hey, you should do this like this, or just check this out, he definitely has his ears open, his eyes open, and he pays attention. He's gonna be a great player for us in the future, I think.
How is it going against the offense? You have DTR and Charbonnet, returning, some guys that were pretty successful last year.
Yes, sir.
How is it going against that type of competition?
I'm enjoying it. They're both competitive guys. They'll sprint to the goal line at the end of the drive just, to get their steps in, you could say. So I like it. It's constant competition, and I love it. I can't wait to see what they do in the fall.
Talking to Devin Kirkwood the other day, said he's been able to connect with you pretty quick. How are things like with him and you coming in? He was here last year, but you've obviously been through a lot more snaps and practices and at the college level.
Right. Again, I learned from him the same way he learns from me. I feel like I got a lot that I could teach him as well, and I don't try to force everything to the guys younger than me in one day. Like, I'm thankful I got some time here, so I'll give him as much as I can while I'm here. He's a great player as well, and he's going to be a great player in the future and now for us.
You're from the San Diego area, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So was UCLA on your original recruiting radar coming out of high school?
Of course, I had dreams of playing here. It's like a home school for me. So definitely, I was interested in UCLA back then.
So what's it like, kind of finally getting here? You had a long path to get here, but to finally get here.
It's crazy now because, like you said, I've had a long journey. So I've been reflecting recently and just learning everything I can from the past years and stuff, and I'm just enjoying every day working as hard as I can now that I'm here. You know what I mean?
You started as a walk-on at Arizona. How did just kind of having to fight and claw to earn a scholarship and earn some playing time then when you're at Wyoming, how does that motivate you now, even though you're at UCLA?
Yeah, that still fuels me to this day, you could say, honestly, because I've been through a lot since I've been in college. Everybody goes through things in their own ways. I've been through a lot personally, and I still kind of have like a chip on my shoulder, you could say, from, just coming into the college game like that. So that still walks me to this day, and it always will as long as I'm playing football.
A little more than halfway through spring training, what's been your evaluation of the team to this point, and what do you guys have to do to get better going through the second half?
That is like, that's a good question. The challenging thing, and this is like a standard that I have set for myself and the team has set, is that the next day has to be better than the past day. You know what I mean? So it's all about just having good days and stacking them. And eventually, if you do that, you'll get to where you want to be.
Being a somewhat local guy, are there any guys that you knew on the team before you came in, like from high school or camps or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of the guys I knew left, like Jordan. I knew Jordan, Cal Phillips. I played against him and with him in high school. So yeah, Mitchell. Me and Mitchell went to Santiago together, our freshman and sophomore year of high school. So yeah, most of them are gone now, but I was familiar with some of the guys that were in.
Were they talking to you when you were in the portal, or did you reach out to them and just kind of ask
Definitely.
questions?
No, definitely, and they all spoke highly of this school. So that helped me with my decision a lot. Going back to your question, those guys helped me a lot with my decision.
You don't get to play with them, but to see guys like Kyle and Jordan, they're kind of chasing this NFL dream. What's it like seeing your friends get so close to achieving that next step?
I'm extremely happy for them. Like I said, I played with and against both of them, I think, and we were all in the same graduating class, like high school, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just, I'm happy for them like it is my success. You know what I mean? Because I just remember when we was in high school, and we all took our steps over these years, and just seeing them put themselves in that position is exciting. I can't wait to meet them up there.
Thanks, Azizi.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Y'all have a nice day.
You too.